we're in. Just 2 other boats on the moorings. I'll tell you what though, that wind is strong. But as you can see, I've actually moored with the incoming tide, which was not the right thing to do, I'll be honest, but it was easier for me to gauge this, how close I was to the bank, considering the wind is pushing you off the bank because it's blowing from the northeast. So it was blowing in the direction of pushing me away from the bank. So at least me coming in on my port side, I could gauge how close I was to enable to grab the ropes and jump off. So it was all fine. It was all fine. The boat wanted to go for a walk. It was pulling me a bit down the bank, but it was fine. Wrapped the rear rope around the post, and the front just came in. So yeah, it's all good. So I'm going to chill here for a bit. Hopefully the wind will die down a bit more. It's, like I said before, it's due to decrease as the day goes on. So I'm going to do myself something to eat. I might go for a wander, and then yeah, we'll go from there. I don't think I'll be walking anywhere just yet. I'm being attacked by sleet a bit. That is slippery out there. So yeah, we'll close the door, shall we? So I've got off the boat briefly, just gone for a little walk, break in the weather. This is an interesting sign here for those visiting South Walsham. So the Viking Bar at South Walsham Village Hall, which I guess means that the Ship Inn pub is still not open. So at least there is somewhere in the village you can get a drink. I think I remember reading just then takeaway meals as well, so check it out. I'm not going that far. No, not today. Literally just got off the boat to stretch my legs. It's coming up for 1 o'clock, I think it is. I've just gone 1 o'clock actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, 10 past 1. Yeah, so it's only a quick stroll. And then we'll jump back on the boat, cast off. Well, we'll start the engine first, shall we? Cast off. And then keep heading towards Horning Way. Still not decided on where I'm going to be stopping overnight. I'll make a decision nearer to the time. But it's quite nice when the sun's out and you're sheltered from the wind. So you've got quite a big gap in the clouds there, so there's nothing grey behind, which is where the clouds are coming from, so we might be alright for a bit. Bit of dry weather. I actually mopped the after sun deck before I got off because it was covered in ice. And I didn't fancy slipping, getting on or off the boat. So I no doubt have to mop the decks again later on because I'll be getting on with muddy feet, or not muddy feet, but be leaving footprints behind. Slow down for the speed hump there. Yep. Trip over that. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be mud weighted on a Broad today or yesterday. Blown here, there and everywhere. Again, there's some really lovely properties around here. Well, I'm not sure if I'd want to be maintaining that garden, but then with a house like that you probably employ a gardener, don't you? So unless you really do enjoy your gardening. So you wouldn't have thought the wind was that strong walking through here, because you are a bit protected, but I'm telling you, it's still pretty blowy out there. One thing I forgot to tell you actually, when I was in Barton Turf the other day, and I said that there was a phone box, post box and a bus shelter, there was actually no phone in the phone box, so yeah, don't be expecting to make any calls. I went to the village that way last year when I was on Belmore TC, and it's saying village church via footpath. Does that mean it's just to the church or to the village and church? But then the church is in the village, so it's confusing. But I'm not going to go any further, there's no need. As I said, there's nothing really in the village unless you just want to go for a nice walk. And you've got the visitors information here inside this phone box. So the footpath that was next to where I moored, if I'd have gone left, it would take you down and around to the other set of made up moorings along the river on Fleet Dyke. And according to that sign, the path goes on from there, and you can actually go to the riverbank opposite St Benet's Abbey. So if you wanted to head in that direction for a riverside walk, then why not? Why not indeed? I can't really do any more packing because, well, all I've got left is the stuff in the kitchen area really. I don't know what I'm going to be needing later, so I've left that all out. And in the morning I'll need to strip the bed, put it in the black plastic sacks that Barnes provide you, ready for the cleaners to come on board and take it off for laundry. And then I'll move all of this stuff that I've packed up from the cabin into the saloon or cockpit area overnight, just so it's out of the way, and it's just a case of just unloading it in the morning. think it'll be front rope first and the back rope, because the back rope being tight, it will stop the boat from moving forward. So let's get underway. So it's a goodbye to St Bennett's for this trip. No doubt I will see you again at some point. Later on I will tell you what my plans are, if you're interested. I think I said the other day that I didn't know when I was next going to be up on the Broads, but I will divulge a bit more information on that a bit later on. Some of you who watch my videos will know already, but yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. But currently there's only one boat moored here at St Bennett's. Herbert Woods Alpha Craft. But yeah, it's been a very quiet week on the rivers. Not much boating activity at all, but then again we are very much early season still. There are advantages and disadvantages of early season cruising. Advantages being, you know, lots of choice of boats to hire, lots of opportunities for places to moor. The disadvantages are obviously the weather. So it depends. If you think of a Broads holiday as just a relaxing getaway, then it doesn't matter about the weather. If you think of the Norfolk Broads of, oh, I want to get some sun, I want to get a tan, I want to sunbathe on the front of the boat, stuff like that, then yeah, early and late season cruising isn't for you. Also, another advantage of early and late season cruising is the prices. I think I paid just shy of £600 for this week. So, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Whereas to have this boat in the peak season, you're probably looking about £1,000 to £1,100. So, you know, is it worth spending the extra £500–600 just for decent weather? I'll let you make your own mind up about that. But we're just approaching the entrance to the River Ant, which we're going to be bypassing, and then it's onwards to Ranworth. Might dip in there just to see what everything's going on, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So plenty of spaces at Ranworth. Should anyone want to come? Nah, not for me. Not today. No more times this trip. Work's being done here. This time it looks like it's being destroyed rather than cut down. Rather strong bonfire they got going there. Not sure what that's made of. Sure they know what they're doing. Must be very difficult to control a fire like that with winds like this. Don't want any stray flames setting off at areas that, you know, they don't want to be burning. But yes, that is Ranworth for this trip. Head back out to the main viewer now. Turning left. Well, would you believe it, eh? Not for the first time this trip, but I changed my mind. I was coming down the Bure towards Horning and saw the free moorings on the left hand side as you're approaching Horning from the east, and we have to be very careful about saying the name of these moorings. For various reasons people get offended by it, but I'll just show you the sign. You will know anyway, but I'll just show you the sign. So this is where I am, and I thought, well, I've never stayed here before. It's about an hour and a half cruise back to Wroxham in the morning from here, so if I left here about 6:30, 7:15, that gets me back into Barnes well before 9 o'clock. And like I say, it's a different place for me. I've not stayed here before overnight. I know there's not much here. We've got the boardwalk, which we might go and have a look at, and I might go for a wander down that way as well. So that takes you down to the well, I think it takes you down to the car park opposite the ferry and pub. so we'll take a wander down there as well. You may have noticed that the water levels have crept up these last couple of days. It's just gone high tide now, so as you can see, the height of the boat is actually above the quay heading, and there's the fenders aren't really doing much at the moment. I might lower those down a little bit, but yeah, I just fed the ducks and the geese. Not that there's many here, but you know, all the more for them. So yeah, I think this will be my overnight stop, to be honest. Yeah, completely empty, just me here. So the wind's supposed to be dying down, and it has died down a bit, to be fair, and it's supposed to get even less as the afternoon and evening progresses. So hopefully I'll be in for a better night's sleep tonight. Saying that, I'm going to be up pretty early, so never mind, all is good. But I'm going to get myself sorted out, just double check, make sure these ropes are tight, the boat's not going to go anywhere, and then we'll go for a wander.